You have received an invite to another agent's group. You are now in a group. Communication relay offline.
Black Tusk have taken the power plant. Looks like they've triggered the lockdown protocols while they were charging their warhounds. We need to restrict access and secure the nuclear waste.
Reactor unstable. Emergency lockdown.
You gotta love the people that exit the game like that. They make it impossible for other people to complete it. It's alright though. It's expected at this point.
Safe area detected.
If you get a countdown where some idiot isn't being a fucking moron, you're lucky nowadays. It's more likely that you're gonna have some douchebag fucking in your party.
Invite to another agent's group. Receive. You have joined a group. Communication relay offline.
Somebody left. You can already tell right now. Nah, chat, it happens all the time. You get people that leave, so it delays the start.
Rikers have taken the power plant. Not sure what they're trying to do with a nuclear reactor, but they've triggered the safety protocols. The plant is going into lockdown. We need to shut down the broken transformers and restore the power grid.
Oh, he never, yeah, Amish. See? Told you.
Reactor unstable. Emergency lockdown protocols activated. 15 minutes lockdown.
Excessive power detected. Increased probability of instability or overloading the power grid.
System malfunctioning. System back online.
Yeah, that's why I hit him. Now, you hit him because you don't want him to
System
heal, so
reactivated.
it stops him from healing. So you can kill him a little bit easier.
System disrupted.
Ooh, this is gonna hurt.
Vital signs critical. Agent down.
What the fuck? Oh,
System
behind us.
restored.
Shit. I didn't even see him. Thank you for the rest. Lab or admin, don't go to reactor. No, we don't go to
Shade tech
no
detected.
chat. We don't go to VIP because it takes 5 minutes to kill the guy, so you just don't go. It's a waste of your time.
Rogue sniper
Yeah.
turret detected. Hostile sniper turret detected. Rogue incinerator turret detected. Hostile incinerator turret detected. Rogue striker drone detected. Hostile striker drone detected. An agent online. Rogue assault turret detected. Hostile assault turret detected. Incoming. High risk hostile. Area secure.
So we're at admin. We gotta go to lab.
Ten minutes to lockdown. Evacuate the facility.
Redirect excessive power to stabilize power distribution.
Secure the area so we can bring in the engineer.
Oh, graphically.
Protect
game
the
is really
engineer.
good. I think it was made about, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, maybe. The Division 1's a good looking game, too. Yeah. Yep. Best AI I've ever played against.
Agent
down.
incapacitated. Agent down.
Yeah, that
Agent
was my
vital
fault.
signs,
I got out of position, so I couldn't block all the damage coming in. It's alright.
An agent needs assistance.
That won't happen again. I wasn't paying attention to where I was located. Situational awareness, they call it. I didn't apparently have any of that. Fucking damn, bruh. Nah, it's good. We'll be alright. We got some high level guys in here, so it shouldn't be too hard. We can finish this. We got another, we had 2 people disconnect for some, or 1 person disconnect for some reason. No idea. Nah, crashing is an issue in this game. So it just has been, so. What is it doing in Turbine? Yeah, we got other people leaving now. This runs over with. Too many people left. Yeah, there's no, when something like this happens, you just back out because there's no reason to stay in it. You're not going to complete it. Unless these guys are just running for, like, items and shit. Yeah. Nope.
Safe area entered.
That seems to be the issue every single time. You know, you start getting people to leave, and then then you're kind of stuck there. Yeah. I mean, you can stay, you can farm for some gear or something like that. You know, if you're strong enough to hold out. But when you get to the end, it's not possible for you to clear it solo like that because you'll just have all the hunters there, and the hunters just do massive amounts of damage. I mean, you might be able to survive long enough to shoot the flare off, but eventually you're gonna get flanked and somebody's gonna kill you. So, just push another countdown. This is all for expertise anyway, so it's
You have received an invite to another agent's group. You are now in a group. You have left the group.
I left because he started that before a guy loaded up, which means that the guy has issues. He's probably in another country and he's not loading up fast enough. So when you do that, more than likely your game's going to get delayed. There's no sense of playing with somebody like that because he's not going to load up. So you just kick him or fucking don't start the match before everybody's loaded in. I'm done this week of the season. Got nothing else to do now. I can run the time trials, try to get, like, you know, down to 2 minutes or something like that on some of them. Just run through them, but I'm not going to do that because that's stupid. You got people running them on the lowest setting so that they're getting their times. Yeah, I run everything on heroic. So my times are a little bit longer, but I get through them before the time's up, yeah. So I can get my little bonuses, my stars. And then, you see, Like 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. So you get these stars, and then you have to, then these stars will, right here, you'll get your catches. The last two were, not even the last two. The last one's a little bit more difficult because then you only got two things left. Usually it's the headshot. Well, in this season it was, or in this week, it was the headshot and disruption of Black Tusk. Yeah. Easy peasy. And it's done. Then you get a little trophy, and then you wait for the next one, which is, I believe, the last one, it looks like. But that won't unlock for another almost week.
Someday I'm going to retire. Move out to the middle of nowhere.
I only do the countdown for expertise. That's a get items and then go give them to the expertise lady. Upgrade gear.
And I thought desk work at the NSA.
And SHD, once you pass 1,000 on your SHD, I mean, you get health for it, so it still makes sense farming for it, but it's not as important as it was when, at least not to me. Yeah. Because I don't go in the dark zone because of all the fucking cheaters, and I don't go into the conquest because of the cheaters, you know. People that shoot through walls, fucking shoot from below. I mean, shoot through roofs, walls. It don't matter. They know exactly where you are, even when you're not pulsed. I mean, it's just, yeah, that's the ESP part of it. And they're still prevalent in the game. Well, it's hard to get rid of them. You change a fucking, you know, a line of code, and, well, a couple lines of code that the anti-cheat might have picked up, and then they're back in business. They just do workarounds. That's the whole purpose of it. I mean, if people think that the game's going to get rid of all hackers, they're crazy, because it's not going to happen, because you know, the hackers find ways and workarounds to do things. Yeah, well, it was just like in Rust. That's why you have a whole, what's his name? His whole channel's dedicated to just catching cheaters. Komomo and Rust, yeah, that's all he does, catch cheaters. I mean, you got to go watch his videos, because it's funny. He just catches them left and right, and knows they're using ESP, that they're cheating and stuff like that, you know, silent name, things like that. And it's not as if the people who are fighting against it aren't actively trying to stop the hackers. It's just that the hackers just then find workarounds in order to play. Or you get people like, this is the thing, in Rust it's really difficult, because you'll have YouTubers that will go into Russian servers, right? Now you already know when you hit those servers that the anti-cheat is not on in those servers. I don't know why a YouTuber would go into a non-anti-cheat server unless they were cheating themselves, right? Wouldn't make any sense to go into a non-anti-cheat server. It doesn't make any fucking sense. But I've seen YouTubers go into that, and it's crazy, because they're fucking top YouTubers too in that game, and they go into these fucking servers all the time for no reason. And then they'll tell you, oh well, it's connection. That's bullshit. It has nothing to do with their connection. That's a fucking lie. You know, that's just them wanting to go in and use their cheats when they can, and stuff like that. And it's noticeable too. You can tell when they're running them and when they're not running them. It's very fucking noticeable. And the only reason I seen a video not too long ago, a guy went into the DZ in here in this game, and fucking cheaters were in the game. You can see it. The guy was shooting through the walls, and he was laughing at the guy. He was like, report me now, because they know shit's not going to happen, right? I must have reported at least 30 fucking people, you know, in countdown. cheating. Very obvious. Shooting through walls, fucking things like that. Shooting well past what the game allows you to as far as RPM is concerned. Just low levels, hitting a fucking mob harder than guys with 5,000 SHD and shit like that. Like, that's just not... You're not doing that. And then you check their gear, and none of their gear has anything on it. You know, it's just normal gear and stuff like that. And you already know that they're running those cheats. Although in this fucking game, apparently, you purchase monthly cheats or some weird bullshit. Yeah, fucking doesn't make any sense to me, but people do it. I don't know why. Don't get it. They just do. Alright, let me get this busy, because don't need that lady death. Don't need that lady death. And then you see white death there. Like, come on, man. I got lady death, so I don't really need them. Claws out. This is that one that does 500 melee damage. I've seen some people run that. I'll save that just in case. It's skill, haste, and health. It's not really perfect tech support though. Skill kills, increase total skill damage by 25%. I might save that too, just to have it. I do have a skill build, but we don't use this. Although I might want to use it. Get skill haste, and I can put maybe another haste on it. Nah, that's for repair skills though. I'll save it anyway, just in case I have a repair, a healing build or some shit. Am I good? So when you play Countdown, just come here afterwards, you donate your items, right? So you mark them all junk, and then you just X so that you don't have to do it one at a time. I've seen people doing it one at a time. I initially did it one at a time when I first started doing it, because I didn't know that you could select multiple items and mark them as, like, for deletion, but then go into Emma Richards and hit the expertise and then just donate it all. I had no clue. Felt like a fucking idiot when I found out too, to be honest with you. And I found out on my own. I couldn't even watch anything. I was like, ah, man, do I feel fucking stupid? No. Love the game though. The game graphically and everything else is great. You know, I talk about this all the time because I'm really impressed with it. Like how well they've done things in the game. It shows that they really cared. They wanted to make a good game. Yeah, it does have its problems, like the crashing for people and all that other stuff. Even though they might, like the affinity works for me. It works for me. It don't work for everybody. Part of when it doesn't work for everybody is probably the same reason why I thought it didn't work for me. You have to set that affinity every single time you start the game. Every time. Right? I'm sure you can make a config file that does it for you. I personally don't know what's required in that part of it, so... My part, no!
Medical assistance needed.
I was trying to get the cover. Anyway,
Agent killed.
and I wasn't even focusing, so I'm not really worried about it. That aside, you have to do your affinity every single time you start the, every time you start up. Every time. You can't not set your affinity, because if you don't, it just uses all your cores again. See, that's, when you go in, you'll change the, you'll bring up your task manager, and you'll go into descriptions, and then you'll wait for the anti-cheat to load, right? And then once the anti-cheat loads, you select it, you right-click it, you go to affinity, you select affinity, and then you uncheck all the cores, right? It'll be a top check mark. You uncheck that, all the cores get unchecked, and then you select one core. Doesn't matter what core you select, just one. And then you just hit OK and just wait for your game to load up. And then it loads up. It's only that anti-cheat for some reason interferes with the game as far as like how the game runs based. I don't know exactly what it does. I just know it does it, and it's irritating as shit. I don't know
Hostile
why
control
the
point
cheat
detected.
does that, but it does. So if you change it to one core, then it usually runs better. But again, you have to do it every single time. And just like me, for months of playing this game, I did not know that you had to do it every single time. Because in all the instructions and all the directions, they don't tell you to do it every single time. You know? And that's what's happening. People are doing it once, and then they're like, okay, no problem, I was able to play. They shut the game down, they come back on, they think that the thing's still set, and it's not.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Trying to explain stuff while I'm fucking playing. Instead of
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Incoming hostiles detected.
it's gonna hurt. Maybe. What are you? Am I getting stuck in 2 events again? No. Okay. That was a grouping of 5. Not used to that, but hey, what do you know? Back. Back.
Hostile control point nearby.
Maybe I should take that control point like I did before. Actually, I think I'll take a break. There we go. Get something to eat. Come back later. Hasta luego. Thank you for watching.